1. The Unbreakable Spirit. The story of Hero. Hero was a warrior not by choice, but by fate. His village was once peaceful, nestled between towering mountains. But one day, a massive fire-breathing dragon descended from the skies, reducing everything he loved to ash. Everyone told him to flee, to rebuild elsewhere. But Hero refused. He trained, day and night, sharpening his sword, strengthening his mind. He faced failure, injury, and doubt, but he never gave in. Years later, when the dragon returned, Hero stood at the gates alone. The beast roared, shaking the earth itself. But Hero did not flinch. With a single strike, fueled by years of determination, he struck down the beast that had once seemed unstoppable. His story became legend, not because he was the strongest, but because he never gave up. Your dragons may look different: fear, failure, doubt, but like Hero, you have the power to face them. Stand your ground, fight back, and write your own legend. 2. The Mountain That Moved. The story of Lena. Lena was a simple woman from a small village, where a giant mountain blocked the path to the outside world. Travelers had to walk for days to go around it, and many never returned. One day, Lena picked up a single rock from the mountain and carried it away. The villagers laughed. "You will never move the mountain," they said. But every morning, before the sun rose, she took another stone. For years, she worked alone, carrying stones away, little by little. Then one day, someone joined her, then another. Decades passed, and slowly, the mountain that had trapped them began to disappear. By the time Lena was old, there was a clear path through the mountain, a path that changed the future of her people forever. Great things are not built in a day, but with patience, persistence, and belief, even the mightiest obstacles can be overcome. 3. The Caged Lion. The story of Kale. Kale had always been told he was weak. "You are not meant for greatness," they said. "Stay where you belong." He believed it until one day he saw a lion in a cage. The beast, once mighty, now sat in silence, broken by years of captivity. But Kale noticed something: the lion's eyes still burned with fire. It had not forgotten what it was. That night, Kale made a decision. He would no longer accept the limits placed upon him. He trained, he learned, he pushed beyond the walls of his comfort. People laughed, doubted him, but he kept going. Years later, Kale stood before the world, not as the boy they once dismissed, but as a champion. Like the lion, he had always been powerful. He just needed to remember. You were not born to be caged. You were born to roar, break free, chase your destiny, and never let anyone tell you who you are meant to be.